Yeah, hi there. These comments are for JB, and I am Michael Buckoff, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at the 7-step system to pass a TOEFL IBT. So you want a study plan, right? So you want to get back on track. Your TOEFL right now is 72. So you have 20 points in the reading, 20 points in the listening. You have 17 points on the speaking and 15 points on the writing. You took this test in January. You said, I took a couple of official IBT TOEFL tests, mostly reading and listening, right before the actual TOEFL exam. You said, at this point, I'd like to reach the score that I need for at least 2 months. I am busy with 2 kids, especially after school, but I'm willing to spend my time for maybe up to 3 hours of studying each day. I'm really glad to find out about your TOEFL preparation course. I hope it works for me to improve my score. Yes, of course it will work. Now, the way I see it, you need a minimum sub-score of 18 in every section, right? So you have the most points to gain. The writing, you need to get at least 5 or 6 points higher there. You need to get 5 or 6 points higher in the speaking, and that is the magic number. So I got an idea. And I apologize for taking some of your time here, but I do have an idea. Now, I have over 700 lessons. Pronunciation, vocabulary, grammar, listening, reading, writing, and speaking lessons, right? So here's what I want you to do. I'm going to show you how you can use my course to get the maximum benefit, right? Okay, first of all, let's talk about the reading and the listening aspects of my course, right? So for you, you need to focus more so that you're improving the speaking and the writing, right? So as you go through the listening lessons in my course, for example, I have about 40 listening practice tests. So here's my advice to you. When you go through the listening practice test, focus on getting down the main and the most important points in note form. You're using a pen, you have some paper here, and you're putting this information down in notes. Then you're using your notes to answer the listening comprehension questions from those lectures. But that's not enough. Using your notes now, I want you to do 2 additional things. Number 1, I want you to write a summary of the lectures that you're listening to. So you want to write about 150 to 200 word summary of each of those lectures. That's very good for your writing practice. Now, in addition, you can also practice speaking about the lectures using your notes. I even recommend that you record your voice and make 60-second oral summaries of the lectures. That also will help you with your integrated speaking. You see what we're doing? So you're using my listening section of my online course to improve not just your listening, but you're also improving your speaking and your writing by following my suggestions. All right, now let's move over to speaking. Now let's move over to reading first. So as you go through my reading lessons, I have specifically 70 reading practice tests designed to improve your reading speed. Mostly, that's the main emphasis. Now, as you're doing the reading practice, again, take notes. And using your notes, of course, you can answer the comprehension questions to improve your reading proficiency. But you can also use your notes to write and speak about the reading passages, just like you did with the listening lessons. And that's going to be very, very important for your practice. Okay, so in addition to doing the reading and the listening practice, right, and you're writing and speaking about that also, you can also go through the speaking and the writing lessons of my course. Now, at this point, this is when you start getting feedback from me. So you'll be completing speaking and writing practice tests, right? And you'll be sending me emails, and I will be scoring both of those. I also have a teaching assistant who also helps me read and score most of your writing practice tests, and I will take care of all the pronunciation and the speaking practice that you send me. So I think it's possible. What you're asking me here, I think, is reasonable. You want to improve your TOEFL score from 72 to 80 in 2 months. I think that is reasonable. It's possible. So for you, if you follow my plan, and focus a lot. As you go through the reading and the listening lessons, you're also speaking and writing about that information, and then you're completing the speaking and the writing parts of my course, and you're sending me speaking and writing tasks to be scored, and you'll be getting feedback in that area. I think after 60 days, you should be able to get where you need to be. All right? Anyway, thank you very much. I hope to have you as one of my students, and all the best to your high-scoring speaking success.